Hey guys, Ozzy back. So I had plans on having a video done for today on my 10 favorite episodes of Tales from the Dark Side. I haven't finished going through it and getting it done yet. It's going to take me longer than I had anticipated. It's a much bigger project than I had initially thought. So I need something to go up for today being Monday. So I figured my best bet was to jump on here and shoot another quick video this time instead of something quite as in-depth as that, and get this up on the channel. So let me see what I can review. You know what? Why don't we talk about Hulu? Now, Lauren and I have a Hulu subscription. We have Hulu Live, we have the DVR, we have a bunch of add-ons. Hulu offers you not just movies, but television series as well as sports and news, and just it has so much available on the platform. The way to navigate is very easy, very intuitive. I like the kind of menu that they use. Instead of using that side-scrolling menu, they use that top-down. At first you start with side-scrolling, but you get to a certain point and you click on see all, and then it does that grid view, which I personally like the grid view more. I use it a lot on my TV. As you guys know, down here in my office I have my computer, my mobiles, and my television. Hulu I mostly only watch on my TV. I don't use it on my computer or my mobiles as much. It's mostly just on my television, and that is where I'm watching Thundercats right now. As you guys know, last week I put up a video on Thundercats. That's where I've been watching it. I am currently working on episode 53 of season 1. As you guys know, last week when I put up that video, that was 10 things that I noticed as an adult, or that I think only adults might notice in Thundercats, but that's only season 1. I haven't gotten through the rest of the seasons yet, and that's pretty much only the beginning of season 1. I didn't go through the entire season at that point. I'm not going to make that same mistake with the current one that I'm working on, the Tales from the Dark Side. There's 4 seasons, so I'm going to pick 3 episodes per season that are going to be my top episodes for the show, and then I'll set that up. But Hulu has so many different price plans that you can go for. You can go as little as $10 a month and get a very good selection of movies and television series. If you're willing to pay the highest amount, you get a DVR, unlimited screens, and live, as well as you have multiple channel add-ons like stars, and a lot of those premium channels can be added onto the service as well. I personally, I like the way we have it right now. We don't have the max out one, but we have a fairly good amount of availability for channels and stuff like that. We do have stars right now, which is good because I have been wanting to go back and watch the rest of the first season of American Gods, which I had finished at one point, but I want to go back and finish even more. I want to get more in depth in that first season, and also go through season 2 and now season 3 to get through all of American Gods. It also has an original Solar Opposites on Hulu, which is really good. And probably when I'm done shooting this, and when I'm done watching the episode of Thundercats that I'm on, I'll go on to Hulu. And today being Monday, last night was a new episode of Rick and Morty Season 5, Episode 7. That'll be aired I'll be able to stream that right now on Hulu through the Adult Swim on Hulu. So I'm going to be watching that as soon as I'm done with this. So Hulu is definitely worthwhile if you are a movie buff. It does break down your categories. It kind of breaks them down to like the most basic kind of categories like horror, sci-fi. It doesn't go into the in-depth that some of the other channels go to where, like, I like how Tubi does it. They'll do horror adventure, horror comedy. They'll break it down into even more subgenre. I wish a lot more of the channels would do stuff like that. They do to an extent. It'll break it down a little bit when you first go in. But if you just want a list of all the horror movies, you can go down through A to Z, and it'll put it out. But it just seems like certain service providers break down the subgenres even more than others to give you a better feel for what you might be looking for, because you might be looking for a horror, but you might want some comedy, or you might want some action, or you might want suspense. You might be looking for a sci-fi, but are you looking for a superhero movie, or are you just looking for like more of a sword and sorcery type thing? It does do that in Hulu. It's not as good as some other platforms, but it does do it some. The screen setup, I will be posting a short video here showing my navigation through the Hulu screen, just so you can get an idea of what it looks like. And it's very easy to use. It's a lot of times, if you're using it on the computer, almost everything nowadays is point and click, so it makes it a lot easier for making options and choosing what you're going to watch and things like that. Now, Hulu can get a little bit overwhelming because the sheer amount of available, not just movies, but series as well, is just, it's utterly staggering. Right now, Dragon Ball Super is now up on it. The Tokyo Olympics are available. You have the availability for live channels. We've paid for the live, so I could turn on live right now and watch the Today Show if I wanted. Good Morning America, Western Mass News on Fox 6 for my area. It does do movies for you, so based on what your watch history and what you have in your My Stuff tab will give you an idea of what they think would be good. They'll give you what they think would be good for you. You are able to, like on most other platforms, set up children's profiles so that certain content won't be able to be shown, which I personally like. Having 4 kids, Rick and Morty has been something that they've kind of gotten into lately, which I'm okay with for the most part, for most of the older ones. Jane, I believe, is a little bit young for it at this point, but I won't argue with mommy or mama if they choose to let her watch it. That's up to them, but my personal choice would be no. So what I can do is, on a profile for the kids, set it so content like that would not be able to be searched for even. They wouldn't be able to find it. It wouldn't come up. It's a great way to make sure your kids are only watching what you want. If you have paid for the extra, you can also do the DVR, which we have. It gives us 50 hours worth of available DVR storage. But depending on how you use it, that 50 hours can last a good amount of time. It does give you the option to see what's expiring right now, and also the networks that you have available to you, which is really good. Have hubs, and hubs will bring you to things like the audio descriptive things you might want to watch, premium add-ons that are available, things for entertainment, kids, sports, news, so different subcategories, on demand only, and then of course your A to Z. That'll bring you directly, if you're looking for a show and you're not sure you remember the name of the show, but you would remember a screen cap maybe from it, and you definitely remember that it's on, let's say, A&E. You can go to your hubs, go to A&E, and be able to search through the available shows and movies on A&E to find what you're looking for. For me, it's a great way to do that because sometimes, because of my brain injury and everything, I don't always remember what movie it is that I'm thinking and or talking about by name, but I'll remember maybe something that happened in it. And for the most part, when you're explaining that like on the internet or to someone you know, you can get a response of what that movie or show might be. But if you're not doing it that way, if you're trying to search for it on Hulu, you're not going to be able to search by keywords of, takes place in Alaska or something like that. If I was looking for a movie, say like 30 Days of Night, but I couldn't remember the name of it, I just remembered that it was vampires in Alaska, and that last I knew it was airing on TNT, that I saw that it was coming up, but I can't remember the name of it. I just remember it had vampires and it had like Alaska or Arctic Circle or whatever. So I wouldn't be able to search it that way. But I know that if I saw that little picture of it, as soon as I saw it, I'd remember it. So I could just go to TNT through my hub and search through everything there until I find the movie or television show that I'm looking for. Alright guys, so here we are on my Hulu homepage. As you can see, up in the corner here we have Hulu. We have our different spots. We have our home, our live, my stuff, TV, movies, sports, and hubs. We have our search here, and then the D is the letter that is for my icon. It shows us on the home screen a current show that they're recommending, and then we can go to our keep watching, which will give us all of what we're currently watching. We have a hub, a little tab here for the Tokyo Olympics currently going on with Olympic picks, so we can watch the videos. We have our what's going on live, TV for us, and then movies for us. So TV or movies, they're chosen based on our watch history as well as what's currently in our watch list. Because we watched American Dad, so it'll give us a few things based on what we've watched in the past, and then different genres broken down after that. Now, if we move from the Home tab to the Hubs tab, it will give us the different hubs or channels that are available to us. We have audio descriptive, so that would be things for people who are sight impaired. We have the premium add-on channels, those are things you have to pay for. And then, again, different sub-genres until you get down to the A through Z. We also have a sports section, which would consist obviously of the Olympics right now and other sports shows that are available, including being able to choose from different types of sports and what games are playing in those particular sports. If we go to movies, it breaks it down first into our genres. So let me just go through those real quick so you guys can get an idea of what genres are available to you if you're looking through your movies. And then it breaks it down for you. So first giving you what they think you would like, what's live now, what's up and coming, what's popular, what's featured, and then broken down into, again, the specific subgenres as we can go all the way down. This one will keep going for quite a bit. There we go. So now when we go to TVs, it's basically set up the same. We have our genres. You're going to see like the adult animation and motion nature. You're going to see a few different genres in here than we saw in movies, but that's understandable because TV series typically are going to have some different genres than what our movies have. And then again, it breaks it down the same way by subcategories after that. And again, this being TV series, it will go down a ways. Now if we go to my stuff, it will show me what's my stuff. My television shows that I'm currently looking at, as well as then my movies that are currently on my list. And if I keep going through this, I should be able to get to what sports, what teams that I'm following, what's expiring very soon, the networks that I'm watching, and all that. So go. If we click on the live button, it will give us what is currently available live, and it will usually pop up a little thing so you can watch a little bit of what's currently on. You have your recents, you also have channels, favorites, sports, news, movies, and kids, so you have your different subgenres as you get in here. But this is all what's currently live right now. Now obviously, if you're doing this through your television, it's going to be a different way to maneuver, but the same basic principle. So guys, if you haven't already, please go down to the bottom and click that thumbs up, like button. And if you're not already a subscriber, please go down and click the subscribe icon. And if you did both of those things, why not click that notification so you get notified anytime I upload new content. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you're having a great day, and I will talk to you very soon. I'll see you later. Ozzy out. Bye.